It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It is a Tuesday here. They say today is Take Down the Christmas Tree Day.
No. That's true. It is.
Okay.
Today's the day. You take it all down, and then you begin partying because now it's the countdown till Fat Tuesday.
Okay.
But you're right, though. All we have to really look forward to right now is Valentine's Day. And who gives a shit when it comes to like partying about that? It's usually the lovers. And then it's, Mardi Gras, and I'm not going, so I don't give a fuck.
Even though I invite you every year.
Well, then Kevin's going to have to do it. We don't have a show.
I invited him, too.
One of these years we're going to go. My family talks about it more and more.
We should do a show from Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
I could get us up on a balcony somewhere doing a live show.
I mean, we really could do a live. I mean, everyone does live shows everywhere these days. And we've done them before in the past. There's no reason why we couldn't.
No reason.
Yeah, I've talked about it. When I'm confident that our crack team of engineers can get us on and broadcasting from the Big Easy, then we will definitely do a live KVJ show there.
Because I remember when I first...
So we're never doing it.
When I first got on this show, you didn't necessarily love leaving the studio, but it seems the older we've gotten and the show's gotten, you're kind of down with it.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a cool concept. I do feel differently about it. You know, when it first started to happen, it would be going to Disney and Universal and some of those parks, and I felt like a lot of it was just self-serving. And I was like, does the audience really get a lot out of it? Because I would see DJs, and one was even telling me, he's like going, dude, these are the best things ever, man. He's like, I barely even have to concentrate on doing a show, and they give me all these free interviews, and they bring these people up. I'm going, yeah, but is your show good? He's like, I don't care. I'll get a free vacation. I was just like, I don't.
Yeah.
It kind of ruined my taste on it, and I was like, I just don't. We always try to put the audience first, and I was like, are they really getting a lot out of it? But I think when we do events, whether it be a cruise or we do something like that, if you can find a lot of added content and now with the visual part of it, that's really what's changed for me, is it gives you a chance to make videos and a lot of content that way. When we didn't have the visual element, I don't think it was as good because your audio does suffer a bit. But when you can have a lot of great visuals and stories, which is, I think, what we do best, then I think it does make sense.
My dream is to do a KVJ Mardi Gras, but it's a come-along trip, like a thing where we encourage people to come with us. And we set everything up where we all stay in the same hotel.
Yep.
We all go to sanctioned parties together where we have a space and we can either broadcast from there or not. So it's all set up. There's a schedule, an itinerary, a fun thing where we do it with KVJ Nation. Already I go and I have about 20 people every year that show up at my Lundi Gras party that I do in the French Quarter at the Three-Legged Dog, 3:00 on Lundi Gras every single year. That's the Monday before Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
I always do it, and people always show up. KVJ Nationers ready to party, ready to eat crawfish. Because my girlfriend Kimmy's got that hot boiled crawfish at the Three-Legged Dog.
But I do share your opinion. Anytime we would do those theme park kind of things, it was great and all. But if the show would suffer in any way, to me, I could give a fuck about a theme park.
Yeah, and
we wouldn't want to sacrifice the show for a roller coaster.
Part of it was the conditions where you had to have their interviews on, and all they want to talk about is like, well, the ride goes up 380 feet, and you're going to feel all these twists and turns, and then I was just like, as I was doing them, I can just hear everybody tuning out and be like, why would I care about this?
So now, because I just did one of these trips with Disney, now you can take your interviews and put them on social media. And you can put them all over like your Instagram, your TikTok. Right. You can make stories out of the ones that aren't that great. And then you can make a few videos that are real content and try to make them interesting. You don't have to take all that content on the air.
Yeah, that's why I feel differently about this, and that's why my opinion's changed on it, because if we went back to how it was, I probably would still feel the same way.
Right.
But now in the world that we're in, where you can take that stuff and make everybody happy and... it doesn't kill the radio show.
Yeah,
let's do it.
It just kills our social media numbers, but fuck it. I mean, we're off YouTube anyway.
To me,
I didn't put a lot of stuff up because it was boring.
Well, and the thing is,
I edited out like 90% of all these interviews I did. They never made it to our social.
I just tell them, like, what do you think people want to see? Me doing the rides and be like, oh, that looks fun, or hearing somebody blah, 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 blah. They'd rather see it than hear it. And that's
right.
Why the visual part really helps in these situations.
That's always the knock sometimes on a celebrity interview when they don't give you anything and it's just a self-promotion interview. People don't want to hear that shit. It's not entertaining. If I was listening to that and just someone's going, and my record comes out here and you got to hear track 3, you're like, ugh.
You got to give me something. You got to give me a nugget. You got to give me some entertainment.
Yeah. Make me laugh or make me cry or make me shit my pants. Something's got to happen here.
Yeah. So that would be a lot of fun. And look,
you're going to shit your pants later when that potted meat runs through you.
Oh, I have not felt well since that punishment. And I don't care if people call me a pussy. Yeah, I agree with you.
I am a pussy.
Yeah.
No fighting here.
Believe me, I've accepted my ways. I'm at peace.
Got an email from Jeremy. Said, I'm so happy the 4 of you are all back. I missed you all. And I was watching the After the Show podcast, and I'm really glad that Virginia's famous cleavage is back. My God.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Today or yesterday?
Gotta be yesterday.
Yeah.
You're a little buttoned up today, Grandma.
Sorry.
But she brought out her mud flaps earlier. You just got to trade.
Here, hold my leg. Let me show you.
Yeah. Let's see them mud flaps.
I don't know if anybody could see Kevin's face when Virginia said, oh, you mean her mud flaps? Kevin's face is like, what the fuck you just said?
It was not what I was expecting to come out of her mouth, but that's a beautiful thing about it. I still don't know what the hell. They're like, oh, no, yeah. You're right, as you do get older, that's...
Mud flaps.
You do notice those on old ladies' bathing suits.
Are you even allowed to say that?
Yeah,
Just did.
Yeah.
I mean, here I know. But...
And Michael had said, welcome back. That was a very long 2 weeks. Yes, it does take a long time. I said, throwing out a bit idea. When y'all mention your Bigfoot I-17 on the old YouTube site, you should do a then and now bit. Redo some of your old ones, the naked interview, the diaper changing Jaybird, Virginia's swirly, and many of the other god-awful ideas that you had back then. Also, I need Honeyface's review of the naked interview. Okay. Yeah, what we're doing right now is we are repurposing a lot of those. So we're finding them and we're putting up. We just had one. Do you remember when I kicked the cigarette out of your mouth years ago?
Was that you or was that intern Jeremy that did that?
No, that was me that did that. He might have done it too, but I had done it one time. So the video we posted was me kicking the cigarette out of your mouth.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got me in the face.
Yeah. So we've done those. Some of those things, we're a little bit younger and healthier and our bodies could take the beating. So I don't know, recreating some of those today.
I can't imagine why you have trouble turning left.
Right. Yeah, you're seeing the end results of some of those stunts.
Shit, I'm in my prime. Get me a cigarette right now. All I need is a cigarette and a Ralston foot.
Does anybody smoke anymore?
I know, exactly. That's
where the hell are we going to find a cigarette?
There's this podcaster, and it's not very popular, but she's involved with a bunch of different people, and on camera she chain smokes, and she's not a bad looking girl, so it's such a bizarre look to see someone light up a cigarette and chain smoke on a live podcast.
That is weird.
It's bizarre. You just don't see it like you used to.
No,
not at all. It does stand out now. And I know when I see somebody smoking, in fact, I'm usually like, is that weed or is that?
Well, I was at Publix yesterday, and I was behind this old dude, and I was probably a good 8 feet away from him. I wasn't like right by him. I could smell cigarette smoke like a bloodhound. It really cuts through now.
It does, yeah. I smell like crazy. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. One thing that did happen in our long 2 weeks that hadn't mentioned yet It's about the theme parks. 5 riders have now filed separate lawsuits against Universal Orlando.
For that same ride that killed the guy in the wheelchair?
They're just coming out of the woodworks now. Yeah, this kind of happened over the 2 weeks that we were out, and we would have gotten to it then. But yeah, they're alleging severe and permanent injuries, including brain bleeding, spinal cord damage, and paralysis. They're saying the ride paralyzed them.
What?
They said their heads repeatedly slammed into the seat in front of them while riding the Stardust Racers at Epic Universe.
In front of them?
That's what they're claiming.
That's not supposed to happen.
See, that's why I like It's a Small World, Soarin'.
That's a bitch ride.
That is such a bitch ride.
It's a small world.
But the air conditioners.
You go there for the AC.
You do. It's nice.
And to like eat your snacks.
They also got good music playing. It's like whimsical.
They said the lawsuits were filed days after the family of 32-year-old Kevin Rodriguez Zavala reached a confidential settlement with Universal.
Oh, so people said, oh, I can get paid too?
Yeah, they had dismissed that from any criminality, and that might have actually been something where the family said, yeah, we'll pull it if you pay us, and maybe they came to an agreed fee, and maybe they had kind of realized that we're not going to get criminality on this, but let's come up with a settlement. That's how those things usually work, even though they ruled the death accidental. So they say the plaintiffs are seeking more than $50,000 each, which in the grand scheme of things, you're talking, what, $250,000 for Universal? This just may be Universal may just be like, look, if that's all they want, then just whoever comes up, if they can make it look like maybe that ride did cause any problem, just pay them. Let's just keep these things quiet. Because I thought the timing was very interesting. I always look for the stories. That's why now in those 2 weeks, I am still eagle-eyed on what's going on in the news, because they bury so much shit in those 2 weeks, knowing that the media is going to miss it and not going to talk about it. And this is one of those stories. That's why I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. I decided to dump that during those 2 weeks, because maybe Universal's like, let's kind of keep this kind of quiet. We'll do it. Let's release it. They're probably already paid these things off and said, hey, we got off with $250,000. Let's call it good and hope that more people don't come running at us.
No, you're right. I'm not the only person that does this. I mean, I really did during my vacation unplug from the world.
It's the healthy thing to do.
I had no idea what the fuck was going on in the world until I got back to Florida. And then I'm like, all right, let's start warming up.
I think a lot of people did that.
Yeah,
did you do that?
And
I did, yeah.
That's why it's a big thing in the PR world. When they have a story like that is ongoing and they want to be able to say, we released it, they'll release it in those 2 weeks, knowing that everybody else's mind is off all the daily rigmarole. And so it's a great time to drop it, because they don't want to advertise the fact that they got 5 more people coming after them. I didn't even realize they'd pay that Zavala family. I thought that was just, it got dismissed and they walked away with nothing, but it sounds like there was a payment that happened there. And like I said, they're probably paying these $250,000 for Universal's like, yes, please. And here's a check for you. Here's a check for you. And they're hoping it's going to stay quiet. Nobody else is going to come after them.
Hush money, Virginia. Hush money.
We prefer hush puppies.
Mm-hmm.
With some honey butter.
Okay. Yes, I do want that.
They're claiming that the ride failed to properly design, test, and add head restraints.
Oh.
They're saying that they should have them in that ride. Now, Universal has declined to comment, and there was nobody in the media to push back on them because they were in Oregon at an alpaca farm.
You had a little thing yesterday that really did hit me hard, because I never thought I'd be this just kind of discombobulated. Look, I got my issues. I got my flaws. I really did. There was one point during vacation, I did not know what fucking day it was.
Oh, yeah, right.
I couldn't even there was service. I couldn't get out. So just finding the date was hard to do. And you have 1 or 2 days go by, and then you're on a time change, and the 28th and the 29th, it's so similar.
Yeah, no, you're right. People they lose themselves.
Well, Denny said the same thing happened to him. He goes, dude, I couldn't believe it, but I really did lose track what day it was.
Yeah,
I can't believe that really happened.
In between Christmas and New Year, I was just kind of a floater.
Yeah, I mean, there was one day I really thought it was, I thought it was Friday, but it was Wednesday. I'm like, what the shit is going on here?
Yeah, and they said here that Universal may still be negligent despite no criminal charges. And some people are saying, you think $50,000 is low? I think if you looked at Universal's budgets, they would say that's pretty low. When you talk about operating costs and everything they put into what they put into, yeah, when you see the budgets on these places, and I don't know, their P&L statements and all that stuff, but it just as I've seen things, I think that would be on the low level, that if they can walk away and pay off 5 lawsuits for $250,000 and keep this thing quiet and dump the story during those 2 weeks, Universal's walking away saying this is a win.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their penal style is either.
But then what about each person that now every time, like every few weeks, another person's going to file a lawsuit. Like, is it going to just continue?
Well, it depends. Are people really getting hurt, or are they? I think that'll be pretty easy to figure out.
I mean, you can see on the video, there's video now of all these rides. Like, if somebody hits their head on the headrest in front of them, something's not right.
But were they standing? Were they doing the moonwalk? Were they doing jumping jacks? These are all things we have to investigate.
I mean, it doesn't sound like anything too insane. I've not been on the Stardust Racers. They say it goes 62 miles an hour and reaches 133 feet. That doesn't sound like anything too insane to me.
That sounds like vomit.
That's pretty fast.
That's fucking vomit right there. Oh my!
I just rode one at Dollywood that went 70 miles an hour, and I felt like my skin was coming off.
Yeah.
Yes, some
that's
of those.
faster than
It
this.
was fast, and I was not prepared. And afterwards, I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. My mom wanted to ride it, and I told her no, she couldn't ride it until I rode it first. So I wanted to make sure like it wasn't going to kill her. And I am so glad I told her, wait and let me ride it first, because it was too intense.
And really, there's some rides where you go, man, if you have even a mild back problem, you're kind of fucked with how some of these things go. You remember the most underrated roller coaster we've ever been on?
The Mighty Mouse?
Is that the one down at the Christmas place?
Yeah.
That was, we walked in there thinking this is going to be some little kid ride. We all got on that. It knocked our dicks and clits right in the dirt.
Mud flaps, Kevin.
Yes.
Mud flaps.
We all kind of got off that roller coaster going, what the
Whoa.
shit just happened?
We underestimated the mouse.
Yes, do not underestimate a roller coaster.
Yeah, South Florida Fair is getting ready to fire up here in just like a week or so, I believe.
Yeah, Crazy Mouse. That's what it's called.
Crazy
Mouse. They actually have the Crazy Mouse at the South Florida Fair.
This year?
Every year they've had it. I love it.
Where the fuck have I been?
I don't know.
The food area.
The turns are what gets you on that ride. You go up really high, and then it goes whip, and it whips you around, and you're like, oh shit, the mouse snuck up on me.
Whatever ride Magnolia got me on, that I've never heard a person go, you guys want to go for 10 more minutes? Like, wait, what? 10 minutes on a roller coaster? What the shit is going on?
Everybody else on the ride screamed, yeah.
I had every time the thing would fly by and it would briefly go by the DJ and the guy running it.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I go by, you got to shut it off, please. You got to shut it off, please. I'm dying. Please, I swear to God, you got to shut I'm having a heart attack.
That's got to be the biggest thrill for ride operators when they see someone distressed on one of their rides.
That's probably why you wanted to go 10 more minutes.
I was so distressed.
They just got to love that.
Virginia, I get off. She goes, ooh, you don't look good.
He did not. He was like green and blue.
I looked like you when you did that. Was it Mission to Mars?
Oh, my God.
I had the same thing you had.
One of the worst days of my life.
Yeah, I remember leaving going, man, I'd really like to get a pizza, but I don't think I can eat pizza for 2 days.
Damn.
I was fucked.
It took me a long time, man. I was knocked out. It was just a nausea unlike anything I've ever felt in my life.
Well, I knew you were so screwed up. I've never in my life seen you drink a regular soda unless it's for an on-the-air bit. You drank a Coke.
He drank a regular Coca-Cola.
Like, just make it go away. Anything. Anything, make it go away.
Searching. It's amazing what desperation will do.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's god awful. Ruined my whole trip. I got an email here from Melissa. She was addressing the woman that has the pregnancy rage at 7 months. She's now started hitting her husband. slapped him across the face twice now. And she said there are many medications, especially mental health medications, that have been studied and have been shown to be safe during pregnancy as well as breastfeeding. They just need to talk to their gynecologist and or psychiatrist. Also, pregnancy rage is a legitimate concern, and it's not talked about enough. Everybody talks about postpartum depression, but there is a thing. The pregnancy rage is legit.
But what if you're already kind of like a mean
Bitch.
Yeah, bitch before you had the baby, and then you have the baby and then you use that as an excuse just to be even more mean, which somebody on the planet has done that before.
You can rage all you want. As soon as it turns into physical violence against your partner, that's when you got to say, okay, you're going to therapy. You're not right. Like
Exactly. You're not right.
pregnancy or no pregnancy, you can't hit your partner.
There's something going on here, and we got to
Yes.
figure this shit out. If not, I'm out.
I'm out. I will not stick around to find out how this gets worse.
Well, I just know a few people in my personal life that they were with somebody for a good year and a half, and they weren't abusive. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they became physically abusive, and they didn't even see it coming. So I always wonder, are people hiding that monster as long as they can? And
They
then
can.
that monster's going to eventually erupt?
And look, the way that I'm starting to see is people do age and the hormones in the body change.
Yep.
Is people do become different people as they age. And you never
true.
know. It may not be that they're an asshole. They just are having hormones and things going on in their mind they can't control. And it's going crazy.
I just don't like that excuse, because then anybody can use that excuse for any bad behavior. Like, what if Ted Bundy said, my hormones were raging, I couldn't control them?
I wouldn't say it's an excuse. I would say it's more of a reason. And I don't know how much it forgives it, but it does help you understand. There are some people that may have mental health challenges, and you realize, be like, we got to keep an eye on this person.
I can jive with that.
You
Okay,
know,
I get it.
You
Yeah.
just had a kid, for instance, that was trying to hammer his way into the VP's home, and they're like, he has mental health problems. And you know, when you got somebody that's on that radar, you just got to realize this is who they are now. You're realizing now with your mom, Virginia, this is just who she is right now. And I think that's probably going to be the case for a lot of us in life. I noticed my parents, as they got older, there were differences in them. And I don't know how much of it was chemical, biological, or if their personality just changed. It wasn't anything, sinister, but it was just different.
You could see a difference.
Yeah.
That's how I knew Ann was getting older. And that's how I knew something was wrong with my Aunt Ann. The week she passed away, she was such a stickler when it came to me giving her money for rent and all that stuff. And, I mean, to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm going to give you your money. Calm the fuck down.
Mafia Ann.
Yeah, take it easy. Let's maybe sit down, break some bread first. She came over and was so confused about the money. And she goes, you don't owe me any money. I go, well, yeah, no, I have to give you your money. And she usually would be, where's my money at? Where's my rent at? And she was so off about the money. And that was my first sign. I go, that was weird. And then I didn't think much about it. And then she passed away 5 days later.
Wow.
But I saw a major difference in personality, which was not like her.
Yeah. So we can probably all expect to be batshit crazy at some point.
You guys want our sad story?
I was looking yesterday, like the curve of it. This doctor was showing me at the Alzheimer's and Dementia Treatment Center.
Sounds like a fun place.
On a Monday? Fuck.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm saying she did it yesterday.
Oh,
True,
wow.
true. Yeah,
Oh,
I did it
geez,
on a
yeah.
Monday, and now I'm making you do it on a Tuesday.
But I'm saying to go do that on a Monday, first day back. It's
that
rough.
place was packed. There was lots, and it's just so funny because, you know me, I'm all about being nosy and seeing what everybody else is doing and then figuring the room out. So there's lots of people in my shoes. You're in your 50s or your 60s, and you've got this elderly parent with you, and they're in their 70s or their 80s, and you're just trying to get answers and help because this person has totally changed. And it's weird to have the doctor like show you a chart. He's like, okay, here's where it starts. And then instantly it starts going like this, like cognitive decline on some people.
Falls off a cliff.
Falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
It can be so rapid that it's just in a matter of weeks that they go from being fine to being hospice.
Does any of that run in your dad's side of the family?
My dad's side is good. So that's my the kid's great-grandma, my grandma, Helen, who's going to be 102 coming up in March.
Yeah, that's good.
Their side is got longevity. My mom's side is just riddled with issues.
Does that make you nervous for your future ever? Or do you not think about that?
You have to think about it. You know, when you're in it, like I'm in it right now, I do. I think about it a lot. That's why I'm extra special to be nice to Magnolia and Rocco.
Okay, because one day
they'll be wiping my ass.
Yeah, and be nice to me and Kevin too, because there might be a time they're not available, Pan is not available, and like Kevin's gonna have to wipe your ass.
Oh gosh, wow. I certainly hope not.
Yeah, we're in a different place at that point. Gosh, yeah.
I mean, I think that falls on Denny's, right? The low man on the totem pole.
Fuck no, man. That guy's going to do so much work. I'll do it.
I'm sorry.
Soft hands Pennington's in.
I think if I had any of you, I think I'm going Denny's because he has a little kid. So he's the one that's wiped more ass recently.
All right, look, you got to get consent from Denny's.
Denny's, don't look past the mud flaps.
But honestly, if someone here had to wipe my butt, I'm picking Denny's.
Yeah, okay.
Kevin, who would you pick to wipe your butt?
I got to go Denny's. I mean, he's the official show ass wiper, yeah.
I'm so sorry, Denny's.
Yeah. Congrats.
You poor son of a bitch.
That's what you get for being so likable.
Nice. I can hear him typing up his 2 weeks notice.
Also, he's already got it ready to go.
Yep.
He just has to hit send.
Oh, yeah, I know that thing's ready to go.
Yeah.
Also, just a side note, very, very, very soft hands he has.
I bet. Yeah.
Gentle touch.
Yes.
I have no doubt.
Has done it recently with Lachlan. I mean, everything is saying Denny's.
It's like he's got two smooth eggs for hands.
Okay.
Look at that.
What? Did that make sense in your head?
It did. I wish I could take it back, but I can't.
Other than dry January, I wonder how many people were jumping onto the diet drugs to help them out to lose some weight in 2026. And they're just making these drugs more accessible, more affordable, and easier to take. I saw that the first Ozempic-style drug in pill form has just hit the market in the U.S. because there are some people saying, yeah, even though it's the small little shot, if you know anything about shots, and I've been doing them for a while, it's not that big. It's very easy to do. Some people are like, man, I'm not doing a shot. That's crazy.
So they had Ozempic in the pill form, but I don't think the weight loss was a significant part of it. So they probably reworked the Ozempic pill to make it now more weight lossy.
More weight lossy. Did they put that on the box?
No, more weight lossy.
Have you been around an Ozempic cheerleader yet? Where everything about Ozempic, they're like, it's the best fucking thing ever. We're gonna end up landing on Mars because of Ozempic. It stops drinking. It stops cocaine addiction. I'm like, all right, I'm not taking Ozempic, and shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it anymore.
It is, but I'm telling you, some people are losing themselves in it.
They're going too deep.
I don't know if it gives you body dysmorphia, but you see some walking skeletons now. I know Kelly Osbourne's been doubling down and going after everybody that comes after her.
That's good. Fight the internet. That always works out.
And she
great.
is. And she's, but she's crazy thin. And I don't know if she necessarily sees it. I'm seeing that in some other people as well. That's like, all right, enough's enough. Like, you have hit your goal. You've sprinted way past it. You're 30 pounds under what your goal was. I don't know if it feels so good to lose weight or just the medication still makes him not want to eat it. And that's the other thing is we spend more time with this. They say people who stop taking the tirzepatide, the Zepbound, rapidly regain much of the lost weight and they lose the related health improvements. And so if you stay on it, which it sounds like you need to, do you just never get to a point where you have any kind of appetite to help you maintain a healthy weight? So will we have either people walking around looking like skeletons or people that are overweight that have given up and it's come back?
Well, the one person that was singing the praises of what I know there's like 11 different forms of them now. He was just going, dude, I used to be a big time drinker. It's cured my alcoholism. I don't even drink anymore because of this. Mm-hmm. So he kept on going over I'm like, dude, Are you kind of calling me fat right now, saying I need Ozempic? Go fuck yourself.
I think once you hit your goal weight, and your goal weight should be like whatever your weight was naturally before you started having kids, or like when you were 25, or like your goal weight shouldn't be less than your weight when you were 16.
Right, exactly.
Which some people, they have gotten so small that they haven't been this weight since they were 12.
Right.
Like, that is scary, and you look weird, and your face looks sunken in. And when you reach your goal weight, you should either come off of it for a little bit and see how you can do, or microdose it. That's also something you can do, where you just microdose and you do maybe a quarter of what the dose would have been, and you do it every 2 weeks instead of every single week.
When you take off a break, take a break from it, you kind of get your own little Rumspringer, like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get some cornbread, I'm getting mac and cheese, a stromboli.
You do. The cravings come back, especially if you're in menopause like I am.
Does menopause make you extra hungry?
Yes.
What do you crave? You crave salt, don't you?
Sweets. Salts. All of it. Everything. I never really was a sweets person, but now I crave it.
I got something that you are going to love.
I did something in Nashville that was so amazing. So right there off of Broadway, there's a Goo Goo Cluster You Make 'Em Yourself factory, where you can go in.
Is that the ice cream?
No, it's a candy.
Okay.
Goo Goo Cluster is a Tennessee candy.
Okay.
But you can go into this Goo Goo Cluster factory and design your own.
Oh, that's badass.
So I designed the most magnificent Goo Goo Cluster. The outside is milk chocolate, but you can have any kind of chocolate on the outside. Then your inside, you can do anything. You can do s'mores. You can do peanut butter. You can do toffee bits. You can do sea salted caramel. You can do fudge. You can do brownie. You can do M&Ms. You can do sprinkles.
Okay, Bubba Gump, we get it.
You can design this fat fucking Goo Goo Cluster.
Yeah.
And then you can cover the outside in sea salt. You push the button for sea salt. And then you walk around and you watch the people make your custom Goo Goo Cluster. So fun.
That's fun.
I filled this thing with peanut butter and sea salted caramel and toffee chips.
Okay.
Oh, it was so good.
That was an episode of The Office that have Donut Day, where downstairs a donut guy would come and they'd have like 46 flavors you could do, and Steve Carell's character gets every single flavor possible, and within 10 minutes he's asleep on his desk. But I always thought the concept of taking a donut and putting this, whatever you want, you make your world. I love that concept when it comes to food.
I'm telling you, it was amazing because they had all these little kiosks set up. You know, like now when you go to the airport, there's a bunch of check-in kiosks.
Yeah.
That's what the right side of the Goo Goo Cluster store looked like. It was just kiosks with the giant screen, and you pick all your flavors, you pick all your additives, you pick exactly what you want your little Goo Goo Cluster to look like. And I think each one was like $15.
Look, you're on vacation.
But it was fat. It was like this big around, like, I don't know.
Anyway, you get an idea how many calories and all that kind of stuff would be in something like that?
The one that I made had to be 3,000 calories.
Don't see, but to me...
But I ate it over the course of like 4 days. And Magnolia helped me, and we would just eat little bites of it over 4 days, and it was so freaking good.
Eating a candy bar over 4 days. What the fuck you find her at?
Right. What are we talking about?
I didn't eat it all in one sitting.
4 days and your daughter had to spot you. What the shit, man?
Yeah, one thing that Lisset had to say, if you are taking some of those medications, you will get nauseous in the beginning because you're not eating enough smaller protein snacks more frequently and likely not drinking enough water. So if you are starting that up, noticing that, that's her tip to cut it out.
Protein, okay.
Does it jack up your stomach? Because I know a lot of people where it just really, no matter what they eat, no matter what they do, it just jacks up their stomach.
When I first started trying it, it did. And because they start you on kind of a high dose.
Yeah.
And my body wasn't ready for that. And so then I talked to somebody else and they said, just cut that dose in half. You don't have to take a full dose. Listen to your body and take the amount that cuts the cravings and doesn't make you nauseous. Like you can listen to your body and figure out, what you need. You don't want to overdose yourself on it to where you're nauseous and you don't feel good and you're going through life all day. Yeah, you're skinny, but you always feel like you have to throw up.
One of the side effects is you start talking British like Kelly Osbourne.
I think her mom's British.
She's British too.
If your mom is British and you grow up in a British house, I think you talk British.
No shit, Sherlock. What's your point?
Oh, I thought you meant that she wasn't supposed to be British.
No. You're on too much Ozempic.
Lost weight and hearing.
What?
Huh? And Courtney, one of the things that I kind of gotten into is watching how much aspartame I was drinking because I don't want sugar in my beverages. But I drink these little cranberry drinks. Got like maybe 10 calories, but it's got a little bit of that chemically type sweetener stuff in it. And she said, I decided to set up a regular appointment with a registered dietitian, and I cannot stress enough how important that is for anyone wanting to practice healthy eating behavior. And I want to try and dispel some of the myths about the links between aspartame and cancer. It is never talked about, and instead it has become super popular misinformation that the risks of cancer from aspartame was studied only in rats years ago. There is no definitive proof that it causes cancer in humans. Additionally, it is reported that you would have to consume more than an average of 9 to 12 drinks with aspartame per day to have the possibility of an extremely small chance of cancer. That's from the World Health Organization. So please know that you're okay to enjoy your daily drink with a little diet soda.
The lesson of this story is if you believe in reincarnation, do not come back as a mouse or a rat.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Because you are fucked.
Yes.
You better try to be a field mouse.
You better be out in the country because they're
country mouse.
They're gonna test your ass.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you for all the valuable information that you guys got for us. You can always send it to us, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Enjoy this magnificent Tuesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.